Hello all, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney, Justice for All. And before we start, I need to do something real quick. Siri, flip a coin.
Sorry, I didn't
Shut up,
that.
Siri. Siri, flip a coin.
It's heads this time.
You are biased. Okay, I'm not giving anyone context to that. Anyways,
context, and we're not going to remember it by the time it's relevant. That's the best part.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's get things rolling on the Lost Turnabout. So yeah.
September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court. Defendant Nobi, number 1.
Amnesia. Yes.
Wait, you didn't figure it out until now?
Why'd you only realize? Wait, hold on. Why is she questioning this now? When?
I'm asking.
What? Whatever. I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Well, we did warn you like 12 times. Why didn't you tell me, sir? Can we slap her?
We can slap our monitors.
Okay. Just did it for the record.
Yeah, I can hear it. I did too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. I thought he did, though. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Ooh. Hey, Mayo, come here.
What? Maybe slash his sword.
Come on! Lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. What is a Maggie kick? Do I want to know?
I don't think you want to know.
No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on, I'm sorry. Ellipses. I can't forget the ellipses. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. That's why I killed my definitely not boyfriend.
Oh, well, that makes things easy. Oh, Prosecutor Payne!
I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. And tackle the person off a ledge and kill them. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. I thought I misread that again. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. Even though I probably shouldn't be defending you with amnesia.
Absolutely not. But it's also probably too late to get a new attorney.
True. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course! I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. I'm pretty sure
we figured out your name by now.
Oh, okay. Well, you literally just said that.
Yeah.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. It's Maggie with an EY, not an IE. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. First of all, who am I?
Frankly, why is my hair so spiky? It hurts to touch.
And thirdly, why do I have an odd sensation and the obligation to point so much? So my name is...
at my badge.
I want to show the badge. Oh wait, I forgot to. Well, it's because I had a health bar. I still should have done it. So my name is Phoenix Wright. Huh. What a weird name. This is so serious. This is so serious. Oh no, you really don't remember. Oh. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have your business card. Wait, is that actually... Wait, hold on. Is that actually his business card? This is a joke for the record. You can have this. You can have this back. Maybe it'll help. Ellipses. Oh my god. Ellipses question mark. This is ellipses. A business card. I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. Oh my god. So, did you hire your celebrity as your I mean, I guess you could. I mean, she is a dweeb. It works out.
Yeah, we know she's been paying attention to court proceedings. He took down Von Karma. Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? I know you have 5 million in your office, but hear me out. Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Ooh, maybe it's the numbers of death. Or not. Oh, that's your cell number.
Phoenix's business card added to the court record.
I don't know.
Can we get out of here so I can start talking again? I'm starting to feel kind of bad.
I I don't know at what point I'm gonna have to show my. If I had to show my business card in a case, that would be amazing.
That depends. What's on the card? Can you flip it around or anything?
That is true. So this is business cards. My own business card. I hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. Wow, he hand wrote it? Why? You have a business card. Doesn't it have the contact info there? I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case because we still need to finish it. This case? Ellipses question mark. Yep. Can you? I need to not shake my knee so much. You can hear my chair. I forgot about that. Anyways, yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? Well, can I tell you? I'm not dating the guy that died.
Well, of course not. He's dead.
Do you think her and Gumshoe got together after the death? Did Gumshoe do it? Oh, he's my prime suspect suddenly.
Gumshoe, no! Oh yeah, I had to do it, pal. He's in the way.
I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Oh yeah, I have a cell phone, don't I?
You talked to Siri too at the beginning.
I do. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Oh, I wanted to know what that was, like, what that experience was talking to this girl at detention center.
Right.
I hope we have the same detention center, too. And I can talk to the same guard who's standing there menacingly. Ellipses! Exclamation mark. Hurry up, then, and tell me! This might be very important. Or, hear me out, I can just give you to the prosecution. As your defense attorney, I'm not legally obligated to make sure that you win.
Actually, I don't know the terms and conditions. In Phoenix can't even remember the terms and conditions.
In this game, you probably don't have to. You could probably literally be like, yeah, you know, they're guilty. I just wanted the paycheck. And then
considering this is supposed to be based on Japanese legal courts, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you the win rate of defense attorneys in Japan. Yeah, probably not.
This game is clearly social commentary that the defense attorneys always know everything. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. when when it happened. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin.
He has a face?
It's that song again. This is what gave me amnesia. Wait, you're the phone, it's green text.
Ellipses, 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 ellipses.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring.
Ellipses, beep, ellipses.
I'm just gonna give you all the green text from now.
This is gonna be really awkward if some random person has green text, but okay.
No. If it's somebody that has green text, that's different. If it's something random like that, you know, that's on you.
Okay, fine. Especially now where you've been having virtually every line.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's fair.
Hello? I don't know.
Thank you. I've been searching for my phone. What? Oh, it is Gumshoe. Oh, no. Well, thank you. I'm searching for phone, pal.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. Oh, no. She is a grade A cheater.
Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't catch your name. Okay, maybe it isn't.
Oh, maybe it isn't then. You can call me Maggie. What if it's Phoenix? What if that was Phoenix? I mean, they shared the same ringtone. Yeah, it was Phoenix!
Same phone, too.
Yeah. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. Wait, no, it wasn't Phoenix?
It's a tutorial case, there's not that many characters.
So where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? I don't remember yesterday. As far as I'm aware, I was born today. Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Is this the crime phone that I'm putting my fingerprints on? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if it does, I probably should put it in a bag and give it over to the court.
Oh shit, I'll just hand it over to the prosecutor to tell them to check for fingerprints.
Oh, and then Phoenix gets put in jail. This is the real ending.
Yes!
Finally, he gets the justice that is deserved. But if my eyes lit up...
You were here long? Probably Gumshoe, but I don't know. Oh, it's Maya! Okay, you're so mean!
What are you doing? Dude, am I hallucinating?
Yes. Hallucinating when you can't even remember her name or face. I called you many times that you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, it had already left ellipses.
Aren't you supposed to be on, like, spiritual training?
I mean, to be fair, it's been like a year. She left in December, and it's now September of the following year, right?
I'm surprised she didn't pop up here, I'll be honest.
Well, you can't remember who she is.
It's true. Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Of course. Wait, why weren't you here? If you know who she is.
It's her. You didn't say. I didn't hear the voice line.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. Good morning, Maggie. My voice is dying.
Wait, does this mean she's coming back after all?
She is now.
Yay! I missed you, Maya. It's been literal hours since I've seen you, like 12 or 15. Please help.
This guy doesn't know how to do it. A lawyer thing.
And good morning to you, Maya.
So, how's it going?
Horrible. Yes, horrible. Is there a word for worse than abysmal?
And what if I said everything would be fine?
Then you would be correct, as this is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
That's right. It's clients to the rescue with the ultimate size of super important evidence.
What?
Stealing. Alright, I'm still reeling. Sorry. I'm not trying to stall, I swear. I think my voice is crying a little bit too. Yeah. You are Nick. The thing that you wanted me to bring.
Are you sure you don't feel bad that I took all the dialogue at the beginning now?
No, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I am struggling on some of these. Ugh.
We should, when we get back into the rhythm, I guarantee you things will be better.
Like, yeah, I said in the first part we should not have waited as long as we did.
No, absolutely.
It hurt us.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. Also, I don't think legally you're able to just do this right now, Maya. You're just doing what you do all the time.
Breaking laws, committing crimes. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. As if it was literally buried underground. It looks like these guys stood up to no good.
Oh, so it wasn't buried under sand, like buried under the dead body or anything? No good. As in...
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating.
Okay.
Is Gumshoe one of them? I think these guys are members of that group.
Okay.
Names list added to the court record.
A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers, members of a con artist group. Oh, dude, I hope I see familiar names in there. I should check it. Hold on, I'm gonna check it. Also, I can't even investigate either of these. It's kind of boring. I'm already missing Rise from the Ashes, or I could literally just investigate something random and it would just have like pointless things on it.
Yeah.
Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me. Why would I know? I just snooped on every single one of them.
I'm still confused on why you're even here. You haven't even explained yourself. And where did you get this list from in the first place?
Underground. We've been over this. Don't you remember, Nick?
No.
You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
No, I didn't. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, of course. These numbers from the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
But you're awfully forgetful these days, Nick.
Where were you when I got my head bashed in?
Sleeping, probably. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you.
Dude, I'm like 30. Not even, I'm like
Not
20.
Even. Isn't he 24? So he'd be 25 in this game.
Oh my god.
By no means old.
Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. I don't remember what voice I gave him in the last part.
It doesn't matter, it's just a bailiff.
Excuse me, the bailiffs are very important. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick.
I like how
He's 24!
I like how bad you struggled to say, yes, you have to get going.
I started reading the top again for some reason.
Okay. Wish us luck. We need it. I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. Probably less than more, but
Where's Gumshoe?
That's all that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't, because I'm probably undefeated.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Even though I've not solved a single case properly myself. Yeah.
I mean, Rise from the Ashes, kind of.
I mean...
I don't really feel like Emma helped that much.
Well,
September
she helped us with science.
11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Actually...
I just want you to know that whole that took us 17 minutes.
Nice. Also, I do want to tell you, or I just want to say real quick, Emma did help. She taught us that we could blow away the evidence if we were playing on a DF, alright? Blow away stuff, alright? She taught us science. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, give me that Chinese bootleg Edgeworth.
I do, if I may say a few words, ellipses.
No, I want Chinese bootleg freaking Edgeworth. What is it, Mr. Payne? It probably isn't him. I feel like this is somebody I'm gonna have the voice of.
Nah, it's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I think I get a bit loaded at the back end, but it should be fine. It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, see?
Okay, then why did you bring him up as a witness?
So yeah, the court might be a little lenient on ellipses.
That is not how the courts work. There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Honestly, the judge should have said, no, I can say whatever I want. I am the judge.
Ellipses, the prosecution calls this next witness. A doctor who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
It is him!
Like Edgeworth! Please state your name for the court witness.
Please say Chinese bootleg Edgeworth.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. I am, in fact, Chinese bootleg Edgeworth. Alright, go ahead. Well, just now, you introduced my witness up to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Hey, this doesn't have to do with the court right now. Can we get this guy out of here?
Did I? But I want to stand for this. Now that you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Should I suppose calling me a university sir when I was just settle would be evil step? You think my life might be the almost quality. I mean, really, the ultimate unbeatable university I have reached with such walk in. Yay! Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll recruit no one. I'm sorry. I tried as hard as I could.
What's Maya doing here?
I guess she just snuck in into Maggie back behind the defendant's bench where she belongs. What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him.
University? in college with glasses at a course university. That's right, it's only needed to apply.
One of those, or actually, two of those don't fit at all.
Yeah?
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness, or I will eject you from the court like a cartoon character.
I need bootleg with. That's how you want to play this. Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now.
He could throw you in jail right now if he really wanted to.
First, he hasn't already, but then again, maybe I'm not. It's this judge. You want people in your dirty tree? Okay, another person with the old people card. Really? You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
Hey, at least the judge is actually, like, old. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Judge! Backbone! You haven't gotten it at all!
You would think you would have learned after Von Karma.
Seriously. Oh man, ellipses.
Well, I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name.
You legally have to tell us your name.
I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso. The PhD in drifting, as it were.
Richard Wellington.
There's probably a pun in there somewhere, but I don't see it. If you to, you could call me a university student in transit.
I think the joke is that is the most, like, snobby rich kid name that you could think of. It like, you know, like a Wellington is a very pricey steak. Richard could be a play on the word dick. Because he's an asshole. I don't know if that's the case, but it could be.
Mr. Wellington!
Hearing Mr. Wellington is going to probably make me laugh, though, because it just makes me think of Beef Wellington, so...
Oh, I already love him. On the day of the murder, you were taking a ellipses or strolling through the park, correct? Oh, it would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with Mummy.
You exactly would be the boy on a walk with your mommy. Shut up.
I did not see a word of that.
I didn't either.
Anyway, please testify to this car you saw during your walkthrough at the park.
He said something. I don't know what it was, though.
Oh, I know. I heard the text. It's just I didn't read it. I said it again. Taking a walk, ellipses. You know you. Oh,
I know this isn't like a visual novel, technically speaking, but I would genuinely love if there was just an option to go back and read the text, especially the stuff that does just fly by, in case you were actually curious on what people were saying.
Things added that, but we're gonna have to wait a while for that.
What you witnessed will do, Mr. Beef Wellington. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
This is only what I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thoughts about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Ah! So I just saw the image of him. Without a thought, I looked up. There with the eyes of a charming young lady. Oh!
Here, let me just do this for you real quick. Here you go. Thumbnail it is.
Thank you. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
What is the point of the banana?
Bananas!
That was certainly a decisive testimony. All right,
no,
she's guilty.
Testimony. Decisive, Nick. You hear what you just said?
I like how you have the vast majority of characters now because Maya just totally stole Bird's spot.
Yeah, I did say, like, in the latter chunk of the case, we're basically swapping roles.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
I missed you, Maya. I'm glad you're back. It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Oh, is this when he's gonna see May? What's her sister's name again? I already forgot. Is it May?
Mia.
Mia. Gosh darn it. We were talking about this the other day and I was saying her name correctly. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
Nah, I'm pretty sure she did it.
Yep. You know, you'd have to read that. Yes, I do believe she did. And if she really is innocent, that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying! I like to imagine he screamed that. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. Oh, I cannot stop looking at my little fancy hat. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you can craft your lies.
Examination.
Yep. Well, I'll go through all of this real quick. And get our little thing. My client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means that if we can somehow show that he's lying, Ellipse.
Good to know you can still read minds, Maya. You have not changed. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. I just wish I could remember who she is. Also, why am I not questioning the fact she quite literally read my mind?
Is everything okay, Nick? Ellipses? Question mark?
No, you read my mind! I don't care, I'm doing this. I have to. I need redemption. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor! How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. Alright, the real question is, should I mark that as a fail or not?
I will let this one slide, but if you want to do it again for other cases, I'm going to say it should count.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. I feel like this exact line of dialogue between Phoenix and
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's copy-pasted from the first team.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like this is copy-pasted. Like, this is almost, like, uncanny. Alright, well, we know how this ball rolls. We gotta keep pressing. We have to press, so...
Of course.
Hold it! So you were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time.
That was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trash university.
Hey, guess who's a, like, fucking defense attorney over here? I make big bucks.
Are you sure about that? Phoenix complains about being broke like, all the time.
True, but that's because he doesn't take clients.
You know what, fair.
No name? Trashy?
This had to be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded buffoon like you, but... I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country.
You're not a politician. Is he a politician?
I have no idea. Does it say in the profiles?
Good question. You know what? I'm gonna look before I forget. Is he a politician?
Doesn't even know where he's...
No. Maya, aged. Wouldn't she be 17 now? She was 16. Was she 15 or 16 in the first game?
She was 17 the first game, 18 this one.
Ah, okay. I don't know who she is, but I'm feeling... Oh yeah, can't I present her as evidence? That'd be really funny. Granted, I wouldn't
Absolutely.
I wouldn't get
Wellington!
I wouldn't get what I want, otherwise I would do it. It would probably just be the same line of dialogue. Anyways, but I thought you said that you were thinking about which college to go to just now.
Please? Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country.
That arrogant little snot.
Remember the I do believe it's past 6.
How do you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Wait, well, there's the contradiction, so... Probably. I have to look at the evidence. I don't remember the time on the clock.
What you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate vice fool! I guess I can't expect real smarts from you.
Dude, this guy's a smarmy asshole.
Oh, I love him so much.
His arrogance is really intolerable. What should I do now? I'm actually curious. Wasn't there something here? 628. Okay. Was that the only thing that told time?
What are the pictures? Like, is there like a clock on either of them? Oh, there is a clock. Okay.
There's a clock up there that says 6 o'clock on the... No, that says 7 o'clock on the dot. But I don't know if it's going to be that picky. But obviously this is the correct one.
Yeah, like, if it says 7, like, that could have just been, like, when the officers arrived, right?
Yeah. What should I do now? I think I'll leave him be now, because it feels like this is the right track, and I don't want to lock myself out of things.
This is a present one, that you can't lock yourself out from pressing.
I'll go back there, then. Well, I guess there's no room pressing him further. After all, there was a clock right there at the crime scene. Okay, I guess that just literally gave me the answer. I do have to, in fact, show that picture. Anyways, I'll press him on this again so I can get that other dialogue. I like that. The thing I do like about this LPs of this is we do actually go very far out of our way to like squeeze as much dialogue as we can out of the game.
And it makes the game take an eternity, but you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's worth it. Even though the first game took like 45 hours, which is ridiculous but kind of funny. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was?
Tisk. Can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun.
I mean, he's kind of correct there.
Excuse me, didn't say a word about the badge. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain something that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. This is a little thing called a clock at the park.
You could have just said that from the start.
Did you get that? Did you know what a clock is? It's the thing that tells you the time. I love him so much.
If anything, people like him should know what a clock is more than him.
As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's you in this picture of the crime scene.
Wow, they really are just giving me the answer. Oh, so it is.
Look at the clock. That's how I knew the time.
I like how I jokingly said, "Oh yeah, it's probably not going to be right because it's at 7 p.m." But this is they're just telling me that show them that picture.
But if you ask me, this constant breaking and it's so nonsense. Don't make you follow reference. So doesn't follow anything but time. And watch around a ridiculous notion. People should live freely and without. I missed the last.
I actually did get to read a whole bunch of that while you were doing that, which is nice. I kind of tuned you out so I could see if I could actually catch what you were saying.
Fair.
Because I didn't know if you were going to try to go the full mile to do that. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. Ooh!
Any case of lip scene. Police officer follows with right for my eyes. Ah!
And how did you know he was a police officer, huh? Huh?
Seriously, it's like a uniform, you don't. You honestly have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are.
And by that, you mean he was wearing the outfit.
It's one glance I can tell just the kind of occupation he held.
The outfit didn't give it away. Oh, Jesus.
The shot of your outfit is cheaply lovely. I should have given this guy to you, just because you can see it better. No. I suppose it's also because he's wearing an officer's uniform.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know when to expect him to just go on, like, super speed. Shouldn't that statement have come first?
Oh, it's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, you think he's figured out what I do?
No. I mean, actually, yes, you're wearing, like, the Shrine Maiden clothes, so probably. Even I haven't figured that one out yet.
Maybe not, then. I thought I looked up and down with the eyes of a charming young lady.
Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Nope.
I must have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. He used this eye to see. He's so condescending. I love him. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you.
No, you can't prove that. I'm a pirate. I have one eye. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
The witness is just about to get to. would like to request that Mr. Wright raise such a loud voice during the questioning!
Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court, even though that's what you do whenever you say hold it or objection. And then please don't make me have to raise my voice.
Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you.
It's not. Get him out of here.
Of course I remember his sweet face, except for putting the defendant there.
The defendant isn't even here anymore. That's a contradiction in your statement. So you're sure you are not mistaken?
Please confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, but you are only a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Is he gonna go on super speed? Oh, no, okay.
I'm looking up the transcript for this case. I don't want to miss any more of these. Course, of course!
No, ho, ho, ho. Of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
I
want to know what's going on with this banana.
Bananas!
The banana.
Well, it was actually more than just one. What a bunch of bananas!
Huh. There must have been a monkey there. No, what
It
would a
wasn't me, I was
bunch
the
of
monkey.
bananas be doing there?
I'm going to university to study to become a great monkey. Why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange.
It's also a contradiction. There's no bananas in any of the pictures.
I can't mention anything about a bunch of bananas.
Yeah, and the pictures
That's
don't say
it, Nick.
anything. This is the
Exactly lying
contradiction.
about the bananas.
You must have had the transcript.
Yeah, I got it open now.
I was about to say. Granted, you're only
It's
doing
like-
that because the dude's
yeah,
talking on
there's-
speed dial.
Yeah, like, it's just easier to follow this.
Yeah. He could be, but like this is one of the few cases where I feel like you actually need that if you want to get all of his dialogue in. There's no reason for him to lie about hearing about there being bananas at the crime scene. Yeah, it's honestly, it's oddly specific. That'd be a very good thing to lie about. And what if it's not a lie?
Have you seen one thing, know something else?
Did he see a guy in a banana suit?
On Predicting Family Guy.
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. Wait, do I have to present him that? Okay, let me...
50-50 shot!
Let me look at my evidence. Well, yeah, there's the baseball glove. I guess I'll press on that, yeah. If that doesn't work, then I'll do the... What's it called? The photo. But they were pointing at the photo so much, it almost feels like a red herring, in a sense. Like, I'm just gonna go with the baseball glove for now, so... Objection! The music stopped. I must have been correct. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw. Right here.
So you knew about the banana too? Why didn't you say so earlier?
Is he a monkey? He must be a monkey. He's very observant of bananas.
But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me.
And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
It's a baseball. Oh, it's a baseball glove, but it looks exactly like a bunch of bananas.
Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Oh, now you're just being an asshole, Phoenix.
Oh, I missed the Phoenix. That's ellipses. I said ellipses. Ellipses, no.
Oh, he doesn't like being wrong. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness... There's no health bar. Mr. Wellington loves large bananas. Ellipses. I mean, that would be something Phoenix would yell.
Ellipses.
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 Ellipses. Nick, ellipses? I hope you've noticed the icy glares we're getting from everyone in here.
What? I mean, he's correct. Maybe.
Probably.
What in the world do you mean?
I like strawberries much better than bananas.
For shame. Whoops.
Here, I thought he could join the monkey cult.
Honestly, think it over one more time and try again, Mr. Wright. This witness knows nothing about baseball. Mr. Wellington has never played baseball. Don't explain why he didn't even know what a glove is. Ellipses.
See? Is this just gonna be the same? Ellipses. Ellipses.
I mean, this one is much less baffling than saying he just loves bananas. Nah, it's just the same thing.
Just the same.
What in the world do you mean?
Well, junior high, I was a star pitcher. Ellipses. Well, fourth in line actually, but ellipses.
Whoops. Think it over one more time and try again, Mr. Wright. Yeah, this witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? I like how he doesn't even say, this witness has bad eyesight. He's just like, how bad are your eyes?
A bunch of ellipses? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Because these are your glasses!
Somebody said to the same color for a bunch of bananas, ellipses!
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. Finally, he has a brain for once.
See, you're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean.
I mean, if he needs glasses and has bad eyesight, because clearly that's the whole shtick, he could have just said the dude landed on his glasses and he was trying to pick him up or something.
I just people who feel, my project, amazing time to crash. So I can't read it.
Of course. He's just talking about how he can view things from far and everything's good and blah blah blah. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is.
About only 200! I suppose you're going to tell me it's terrible, right?
That is objectively terrible, if I'm not mistaken.
I have never heard of anyone having eyes that bad.
Yeah. Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
Like, I'm pretty sure 200 would make you legally blind.
Probably.
Ellipses! Ellipses, that's because I lost them recently, you see, ellipses? Of course I was going to get a pair made right away!
You are really bad at lying. You could have just said that you... literally what I said.
But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them...
How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing any glasses then? Oh, that was my controller.
Oh. Exclamation mark!
I forgot that vibration occasionally happens. How about it, witness?
You are unrelenting, or an unrelenting evil man!
I mean, I am a defense attorney.
Listen to that. She was so burnt crimson at my horrible rich people. Well, she didn't even think she was crystalline buried in.
Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
It's very possible for him to see a face that conversating on the other path. Are you sure?
If it was 9 feet, how did he die? This must have been the most freak of accidents. Witness. Like, even...
Yeah, if I looked it up, 2200 is actually legally blind.
Nice. Maybe that was the entire point of that. But
oh, I guarantee you it was.
But no joke, I'm, like, thinking about this, right? And I'm like, if that was 9 feet, even if whoever killed him, which I'm assuming at this point is this guy, if he had the intent to kill this guy, right? How could he guarantee a 9-foot fall would kill him?
Yeah.
Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Hey, that's a judge thing to do for once. Again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Witness testimony. What happened next?
Now he's mad.
But the girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Oh! After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call.
Wrong.
They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So hey, suddenly the picture's time makes sense if that crime
Yeah,
scene
exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, they probably showed up around 7.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
That is... Which is why even one without a superior brain like mine can understand that ellipses. That girl is the murderer! Oh!
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Actually very curious to see if any of my evidence lines up with what he's saying, but we'll get our little bit of dialogue in here. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony.
Look at the court record.
Yeah, I guess I should. So I'll press him on everything, but he can't. I'll just press him real quick before I sort out what it is, because I think I know it. She ran away, just like that?
Yes, she did. She saw me and flew in the nest like the guilty bird she is. Caw-caw!
You would make a bird sound.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-grade education?
Oh my god, that was a pun. I didn't even think about that. He's being meta. Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client?
So I already answered that question. He's legally blind. Yes, that's already is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. He is very blind. Striking a question from the record. Wait, what? How can I get more information from him? Hold it. Immediately, as in...
Me? Sure, it might have been less of where I did, but ellipses. That's the dream of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that in your pitiful school?
You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec.
Nah, I'm good. Ellipses question mark? So that must be where I have to press him on.
This is 6:45 when I made the call.
Not press him, but present, or whatever. Either this or this line or the last line, so yeah. How do you know what time it was?
Oh, for the love, there was a clock there! That detective told me. You know which one I mean.
No, he could literally just say the clock.
So did the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school.
You're just
a very nice pal. It's accurate, but it's not nice.
He's just making it worse on himself, because he literally could have just said it was the clock.
Hey, pal, could you bring... We top in college!
Where is Gumshoe? Is he just in the crowd? I don't believe this.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. Oh, time's right. What? What? You? You're just some lousy kid who... I think the court gets to your point. Not the police.
Oh, I want more Gumshoe. Hold it. So you're saying there were police on the scene by 7 p.m.
They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in the area that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people of this country.
You know, given the fact that you've seen Dead Guy, you don't seem very shocked.
Yeah.
I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Oh, there, this is it.
Court record.
Okay, so let me take a yander. 628. I'm gonna do it right here because this is when he's specifying a time. Though he did say immediate. I'll just do it right here. If I screw up, I screw up. It's either or. Objection! Mr. Beef Wellington, would you please look at this?
By the way, it was either statement. You would have been right with both.
Yeah, I do. Well, it was one of those things where it was so ambiguous, right? Like, it had to have been either.
Yeah.
You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m.
So what of it?
You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I guess real quick too, technically speaking, where I did press him would be correct in the case of like when you would press somebody on a testimony, because he said immediately after and then followed up with the time. So technically where I put it would be the most accurate place to bring it up. If you really think about it, but I'm glad there's at least a little wiggle room. I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during the 15-minute gap. Then why did
Yeah, I was in the transcript. Whatever.
Objection! 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington?
Yeah.
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Is it going to do another testimony? Answer the question!
Ellipses, ellipses, I mean ellipses!
Spit it out!
My ellipses, I was searching for the phone booth!
A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? I'm sorry, it's just really funny that he's getting his just desserts over such a small thing.
You and your questions! As if you're trying to open all the layers of a magic doll! I have no idea how to pronounce that. You must think it's something really special.
I was just asking questions. Witness!
Oh, there, are you happy?
You lost it. First your glasses, now your phone. You're very loseful. Well, yeah, exactly. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
Is that to lose things?
This is really funny.
I've never heard about Jesus have a quirk. Okay, I'm glad I have transcript of this. Have you ever heard that all Jesus have a strange quirk or two? With that rationale, since I have my own quirk, it would mean that I am a genius. I don't think simple, plain people can understand. And then it cuts off.
Okay. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
That cell phone, could it be ellipses question mark?
It could not, because that was Bird's cell phone. You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do? Now back off.
I don't see health.
There's no health bar. Just back off. It's probably just a coincidence. I mean, what are the chances that this phone are the snobs anyways? I mean, to give Phoenix credit here, you wouldn't just take a shot in the dark and then be wrong.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing that gets you disbarred.
Yeah.
Nick, what do you think you're doing? You really should check out this lead.
Is there a problem, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I should give this some more thought. And by that, you mean let me choose the only other option.
Or back off again.
No, yeah, we're back off again. Imagine you do that enough and the game just game overs you. That'd be really funny. Like without a health bar. It'd be really funny. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now?
It's in my pocket, right? Hello. What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See? Here it is.
No. I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And Phoenix, you get a disbarment. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
Not really. He didn't pull out the phone and just immediately proclaim it was his. He did ask him about the phone, so... Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
That's the gist of it. Guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Well, I mean...
No.
This case is pretty done, I must say. No, I think I'm done here, Your Honor.
Wait, what is with you today, Nick? You gotta look at the court record.
They're really telling me to just look at the court record. Huh?
Okay, I know it's the tutorial case, but come on.
Yeah, they're like screaming at me. They're like, huh, okay, you really think everything's wrong? Just look at the court record. It's like, well, duh. What are you talking about? What is it, Mr. Wright? By your screaming, I assume you have a question after all? Wait, he actually has a line of dialogue here. Nice. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for a witness to search for a phone.
Dare you?
If you're wrong here, then you're going to get incarcerated with Phoenix. Just letting you know.
Been to jail before. Action! You can't just make outrageous claims like that! You do some sort of proof, don't you?
I mean, he's not wrong. Well, yeah. Of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. And if you're wrong, then you will be put behind bars.
Like a good day. Let's do it.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. There is no health bar. I have to. Take that! It's very simple. This is my evidence that backs up my claim. And yet again, you have presented this court with an obtuse, meaningless item. Huh? It's obtuse? Meaningless.
I don't get you at all, Nick.
What do you mean, Maya? I did this all the time.
Why do you think you wouldn't need to look for a phone in the first place?
Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone.
Then why can't hurry and present that piece of evidence?
Now what was that piece of evidence again? Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present the proof. That's the phone booth. Take that! It's very simple. This is my evidence that backs up my claim. And yet again, you have... Wait, what? Really? Obtuse? Meaningless?
How can you at all, Nick? You're so stupid. Why don't you just twice in a row?
Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence just hit me. I thought, hey, you didn't... Oh, duh.
It's clearly this, Nick.
Well, that's because of this beautiful baseball glove here. Con artist stored. Is it because of the glasses? Wait, hold on. Oh, or that.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
I had a feeling there was a phone booth in the back of one of those. I just couldn't remember fully. I'm glad I actually took a quick glance because like none of this evidence makes sense right now. Anyways, it's quite simple actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo.
Is there a problem?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. That includes you, Judge.
Ew.
It's a bench, not a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, Why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! Order! Objection! There's a lot of objecting going on. The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is a reason not to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
See? This phone really is his, Nick. To get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. That'd be a very... I was going to say that'd be a pointless thing to kill over, but then I remembered who's currently on the...
Exactly, like, there's no such thing.
And on top of that, we would still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? Ellipses question mark?
The banana?
Banana!
Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
No.
I have no clue, sorry.
He just vanished from existence.
He, like, despawned like an NPC or something. I'm afraid it's too early to say anything at this time for sure. Oh, I see, Mr. Payne. Will we be hearing further testimony from this prosecution? Wait, was that the correct thing to say?
Is it?
It looks like it. Say your line.
That is all. Sorry, I was looking at the transcript.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, crud. This witness has said that he saw the defendant commit the crime at the crime scene. While it is true that the witness was not wearing his glasses at the time, the court feels that since he was near the culprit, positive identification is possible. Which means... the guilt of the defendant, Maggie Bird, has been sufficiently substantiated, even though we just proved that you cannot trust this guy. What?
Ace attorney, indeed. Nick, you have to do something for us. Too late.
I hereby close the... Hold it! Wait. As to the actions of Mr. Wellington during the 15-minute gap, the defense would like to propose an explanation.
This couldn't find.
I miss Edgeworth finger waggling and stuff.
Like, I do like Payne a lot, but it's not the same.
Yeah. No, there is one possibility. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Lurk, I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
I mean, it only takes one bar if you really want a meme answer.
True, but I feel like they're not gonna give me something substantial.
Here, it says in the transcript. Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced? Perhaps. That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. I suggest that perhaps you should find a better place for a better piece of evidence. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Well then.
I think that's a copy-paste, too.
Before you do, you'll be penalized. Ouch. And that's it.
So why didn't he call it right away? Well... because he was writing his name. Take that! Oh, wait, nope. That means I'm incorrect.
I'm not gonna make you read that since I literally just did.
They're only penalizing you for one in the tutorial, I know. Well, one right now, that is.
I think they were threatening two earlier.
They were, yeah.
Maybe this is... Maybe it's like for the full testimonies.
Everybody got to hear the objection sound, though. I did just mark that as a fail, because that was an honest-to-God mistake, so... there you go. Could it be the phone?
You don't need to overthink this one. We've literally dunked on him over and over and over.
There's only two things it could be. Nope, that's not it.
Objection!
Then it has to be the only other thing I could think of. If it's incorrect, I will laugh. For the record.
What did you present? I didn't see what you put.
Yeah, it was the phone. Is it not the glasses? It is, okay. I was about to say, if it's not the phone, it's the glasses.
We've literally kind of being legally blind. He didn't know where he was for 15 minutes.
Mr. Wellington.
Oh, what? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh, now I'm giving you a heart attack, huh? Huh? These are your glasses, aren't they?
Oh, my ellipses. You're fine.
You should probably stop choking yourself with your scarf.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's still able to breathe okay.
I know, right? I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are, in fact, yours. Even though you didn't get up close and personal to see to confirm that. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body.
See?
Order! Order!
Oh, wait a second. On. I didn't confess so or confirm anything.
Confess is a big word to throw out.
Did somebody say confess?
Also, you did confirm those were your glasses. I don't know what you're talking about. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. That is
it took 15 minutes because he sort of could not see the booth.
Yeah, that's really like pushing it. Even I would admit that is like. Do you have anything to really back up everything else there? Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I am doing.